Hey everybody, welcome to Dad's Den of Pop Culture. Today, I have a mystery box. Just recently, my in-laws had a garage sale and they were getting rid of a few things, and apparently the VHS tapes did not sell. Probably because somebody like me did not show up. And so they said, "We got a whole box of these things. You want them?" Yeah. I'll always take free stuff, especially if it's out of date. Ugh. So, we got this little box of VHS tapes. And I thought it would be kind of fun, maybe, to open this box up and take a look at what's in here on camera. I'm hoping some artifacts of the video store I used to work at are in here, because I think they probably had a few tapes that came through the video store. And so let's open this bad boy up and find out what we got. All right, let me move that out of my way slightly. We'll build a little tower as we go. All right, wow. Video visits Las Vegas. Now, why they needed one of these, I don't know. What with us being in Las Vegas. But if we look at the cover, man, we got the Sands, that's gone. Frontier gone. Riviera gone. El Rancho's gone. I think, Desert Inn gone. Wow, yeah. Most of what you see on this cover no longer exists in Las Vegas. I was trying to see when this sucker comes from. Let's see. 19... Wait. I don't know what the hell that means. I would guess this is late 80s, maybe. Oh, I hated these boxes that opened from the back. I don't know why. I just did. Oh, okay. Las Vegas, only in America. So we got a Las Vegas tourism tape. Great. We have The Bear. I remember this was kind of big. I think it was mostly a kids' movie from back in the day. It was pretty popular. I never watched it. We got... here we go. Alright, we got Murphy's Romance. Sally Field, James Garner. You cannot go wrong with James Garner. There we have a guy who was legitimately discovered working at a gas station. And before you knew it, this is from 86. Before you knew it, he was in big movies, and he had Maverick and... Dude, Rockford Files. You gotta watch Rockford Files if you've never watched it. So it's time. But what's also cool is these are the cases we used at the video store I worked at. Boy, do I have a memory of these. When we did inventory in a room, we'd have to, on the graveyard shift where I worked for a while, we would have to go through, pop open all of these cases like this, so the next person could go through. We had a little handset thing with like a laser pin that would have, and we'd have a barcode, and you have to go through and bop, 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 all the different things, and then somebody on the day shift, while they were doing that, would go back behind and have to close everything back up. You do that about 8 million times, and you got a weird tactile memory. Ooh, okay, here's a keeper. Here's a keeper for me. The Quiet Man. I love this movie. This is a St. Patrick's Day tradition in our house nowadays. John Wayne, Maureen O'Hara. Good flick. Definitely goes into the keeper pile. And you know what? Murphy's Romance, I need to watch again. It's been a long time. since I've seen that. I might need to just pop that in and take a look at it. Oh, another keeper. Another keeper. Butch Cassidy, Sundance Kid. I got to watch this on a big screen not that long ago. Man, is it gorgeous! The filming of it's gorgeous. It's worth watching, just for the filming, if nothing else. But it's actually worth watching for a lot more than that filming. Great picture. All right, this is one for the kids. Dr. Doolittle, comes along at a point where I had absolutely no interest in it because of my age. Wow, look at that. They highlight a fart joke on the back of it. I've got to be honest. If you grew up when I did, Eddie Murphy was Saturday Night Live. He was Raw. He was Delirious. These are concert films. Golden Child. Trading Places. The later Eddie Murphy, where he's doing Dr. Doolittle and stuff, was just sort of like, what the heck is this, man? Like, it was kind of weird, honestly. Oh, Lord. Okay, so here's Porky's. All right, this was famous, infamous when I was a kid. So, like, I don't know how old I was. I don't know. Do we have the date on this thing? Yeah, I can't see it. I think it's underneath a sticker. I was, like, definitely too young to watch Porky's when it came out. And we didn't have, like, HBO in our house where I could catch stuff like that. So I didn't see it when I was younger. And I never watched it when I was at the video store. There's always other stuff to watch. I finally think I watched Porky's like in my late 30s, early 40s maybe. Yeah, you need to watch that in your late teens, maybe early 20s. Because at that age it was just creepy. I'm not gonna lie, it was just creepy. Summersby, Richard Gere, Jodie Foster. I have no memory whatsoever of this movie's existence. No idea. But I do know this movie, and this is another one for a keeper. Sons of Katie Elder, John Wayne picture. It's a goodie. That was a pretty good period of his. The movies weren't spectacular. They weren't like the John Ford spectacles of the past, but they were solid, entertaining westerns. Wild Wild West. I didn't like it. It was okay, but I didn't, for the most part, like it. And then when I finally got to really watch the TV series, I liked it even less. I know, that's probably upsetting to a few people out there. I'm sorry. We got some music videos from Hal Ketchum. I do not know who Hal Ketchum is. Oh, Lord. Okay, so here's a fun one to look at. Sister Act. But you'll notice this is a demo tape. 130 million box office. The #1 comedy of the year. Think about 130 million box offices. This is in the 1980s. That's pretty legit, even for nowadays. But so at the video store, we used to get the demo tapes, and basically they would send these out to video store owners to induce them to buy, the videos for their stores for rental. And so we'd keep them in the back room, and the employees could just check them out for free. And then at a certain point, you just get rid of them. Anybody want one of these? And I actually have one of these for Batman Mask of the Phantasm, which I watched recently, and I didn't realize it was a demo tape until it starts. You always have a little message on it, but you also get the ad spiel from the guy who's, going through the whole Sister Act was a major box office, blah, 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 blah. And if you look at the back of this one, I don't know how easily that can be read. As hot as Beauty and the Beast and Batman Returns, hotter than Pretty Women, or Woman, among key customers. Full-length screeners. So the screeners were a big deal back in the day. That's not a keeper for me, but maybe my daughter will want to watch that one. All right, here we got another old Video Park case. Ladies and gentlemen, Suburban Commando, Hulk Hogan, Christopher Lloyd, Shelley Duvall. Christopher Lloyd, dude, what was happening? What was happening to make this happen? This is 92. I mean, like when you're going... Christopher Lloyd, Back to the Future, 1, 2, and 3, Star Trek 2, Mr. Mom, The Addams Family. And you're going, man, and he's in Suburban Commando? That seems like, yeah. We have in the back. There we go. Yeah, that's a no. That's a no. I tell you what, though, this is a pretty legit selection, though, in terms of just overall movie quality. Free Willy, that was huge. This is another screener copy. You see it on the very bottom there. Yeah, Free Willy was big. Never watched it. Never watched it. Look, I don't want to see animals abused, but I also didn't care about the movie. Little Women, this is going to be a keeper because my daughter loves the book. And I think she's seen this movie. I'm not positive. Would have been in the classics section back in the day. And a lot of these would have come from my my mother-in-law. This is definitely a movie she would have liked. What I'm surprised is I haven't found any Shirley Temple ones in here yet. Maybe those got passed down already, but my mother-in-law was a huge Shirley Temple fan. Oh, here we got another old one, though. This is State Fair. This is the later State Fair. With the Classics Room sticker from the Video Park. Dude, I'd have to keep this just for the sticker. God, I wish I had like a whole roll of old Video Park stickers. Yeah, this is the later version of State Fair. Pat Boone, Bobby Darin, and Margaret. Oh, Alice Faye. Alice Faye was married to Phil Harris, who even some youngsters might know as the voice of Baloo the Bear in Jungle Book. Oh, okay. Oh, this is after Video Park got bought out by Hollywood Video. Hollywood Video, maybe the worst company I've ever worked for. They were abysmal. They were horrible. Honeymoon in Vegas, though, is killer. This would have been a used copy. No, maybe not, actually. Because it still has the sides on it. When we would get these and process them, we'd have to... we'd open it up, we'd take the top off, we'd take one side off so that it would fit into one of these cases. I love Honeymoon in Vegas. Love Honeymoon in Vegas. Oh, this one takes me back. Pure Country, George Strait. Where the sidewalk ends and the road begins. We said goodbye on a cold, dark night. My wife was a huge George Strait fan. I was not into country. This is before we were even married. But she got me into George Strait, who is awesome. But this was on in the video store a lot. I got to know it very, very well. Oh, we got one without a case. Bill and Gloria. Oh, this would be like a gospel music, probably. Oh, we got some Garth Brooks where we have photocopied photocopied cover. You could see the music video sticker down in the corner. $2. So this must have just been one. I think my wife probably taped this for her mom. Would be my guess. Sodbusters, Chris Christopherson, and apparently a groundhog of some kind. Is it? This is a Eugene Levy movie. Wow. I thought I recognized the woman there, too. Oh, this is a screener copy. Yeah, this is a screener copy. All right. Dude, I'm running out of room already. And I'm like, I don't think I'm even halfway through at this point. All right, hold on. We got to move some things around a little bit. All right. Move you guys over. Let's see what else we got here. This is a haul. Warner Brothers hits. Kevin Costner, Clint Eastwood, Perfect World. I vaguely remember this being on the shelves. I do not know anything about this movie. But I mean, Costner and Eastwood is pretty legit. A manhunt saga. Oh yeah. Costner, I think, is the one that's being hunted down, and he becomes friends with a kid. Laura Dern. Yeah, I don't recognize the kid. I know some of these I'm probably going to need to sit and watch before I get rid of it. All right, here we go. The Grand Canyon, which is not that far away from where I live. And I'd never gone and seen it until very, very recently. Went a good 40 years being a few hours away and not going and actually seeing it. Miracle on 34th Street. The classic. I love this movie. I love the little twist ending at the end. I think it's very clever. Oh yeah, The Quick and the Dead. Sharon Stone, Gene Hackman. I never watched that one. Maybe I'll have to. We got, okay, here's another Honeymoon in Vegas. Marked down to $8.95. Nothing on the site. So this was a used tape that we would have done the shrink wrapped. Yep, Video Park, Flamingo, and Pecos. God, I remember putting all those stickers. Oh yeah, there's our little video. You can't really see it. Video Park sticker. Oh, I loved it when I got to go back and shrink wrap movies because it meant I wasn't out dealing with anybody. Oh boy. Dirty Dancing. God, that was big. American Anthem. Mitch Gaylord, Janet Jones, Michelle Phillips, Michael Pataki. All right, so he's like a gymnast who's got a horrible, troubled home life and is probably getting busy. Yeah, that one does not ring a bell at all. Warren Beatty, Annette Bening, Love Affair. That was when those two were an item. Oh, Katharine Hepburn, huh? Okay. Gary Shandling in it as well. Doris Day, Gordon McRae on Moonlight Bay. Hey, that all rhymes. Nice. And that's another one from the classics room. You could even tell where the sticker used to be on this thing. Would have used a heat gun to take it off. Probably, I don't know if it would have been for sale or what. Oh, Raising Arizona. Nice. Nick Cage. Holly Hunter. I got a buddy who's like a mega fan. What am I doing? That's a keeper. Mega fan of Raising Arizona. Oh yeah, Prelude to a Kiss. Meg Ryan. Alec Baldwin. Is that the one? No, I'm thinking of a different one. You'll Fall in Love with Alec Baldwin and Meg Ryan. Joel Siegel, Good Morning America. Oh, this is another screener copy. Street date, December 2nd, 1992. Dealer order date, or deadline maybe? Oh, that's for Canada, was December 9th. So if you were in Canada, you had an extra week to order these. What do we got here? The Rainmaker, Burt Lancaster and Katharine Hepburn. I'm not going to lie. I am not a Burt Lancaster fan. Something about the guy kind of bugs me in movies. I don't know exactly what it is. Something about that dude, it just doesn't sit with me. But this does. Every Which Way But Loose from the comedy section. My father-in-law is a dyed-in-the-wool fan of Clint Eastwood with an orangutan in movies. And I am too. Ooh, Splash. I just watched this recently. It was on TV. Splash was huge. And you don't really hear about it anymore. Eugene Levy was in it. Yeah, John Candy, Tom Hanks, Daryl Hannah. It's a pretty good flick. The only problem I have with it is Tom Hanks, his character is such a little, I don't know, a little butthole in it. Like, there's a point where you're going, Daryl Hannah, come on, trade up. This guy's a pain in the ass. Yeah. Karate Kid. There's a classic. Which, if I'm honest, never really watched as a kid. Didn't have any interest in it whatsoever. But man, it's gone on to do big things lately, huh? Karate Kid. Holy Lord, there's still a ton of movies in here. I could start my own video store. Be a very small video store, but I could do it. Notting Hill, Julia Roberts, Hugh Grant. I like Four Weddings and a Funeral way more than Notting Hill. I wanted to like Notting Hill. I was ready to like Notting Hill. But frankly, I didn't really like Notting Hill. It was okay. Four Weddings and a Funeral, though, if you've never watched it, go watch that movie. It is killer. All right, ooh. Lou Gossett Jr., Anthony Edwards, El Diablo. It's making me think of an old Monkees episode. I don't remember this one. All right. Dude, Lou Gossett Jr., though. I'll watch anything with Lou Gossett Jr. in it. Oh, yeah, this was big. K9. James Belushi. It was like right at the same time as Turner and Hooch. You get that sometimes, where you'll get 2 or 3 movies that are all pretty similar in theme, and they all come out at the same time. Go figure. Oh, God. The sun'll come out tomorrow. Dude, when I was a kid, every talent show you ever had to sit through in elementary school, there was always a girl who was going to sing Tomorrow, and there was always another girl that was going to sing New York, New York. All right? To a bunch of elementary school kids. Yeah. Yeah, because you know what? Elementary school in the late 70s loved our show tunes. I don't know that New York, New York's not a show tune, right? I don't know. Julia Roberts, Richard Gere, Runaway Bride. I vaguely remember this one. Gere was huge, you know, until that whole gerbil incident sort of knocked him off kilter. Oh, we're getting to the bottom. All right, we're almost done here. Born Yesterday, Melanie Griffith. And that had Don. What's his name? Sorry, dude. Don Johnson as well. Those two were an item at the time. I don't think Melanie Griffith's mom was a big fan of Don Johnson's. I seem to remember hearing about that. The original's better. It just is. Sorry. Magnificent Obsession, Rock Hudson, Jane Wyman. I started watching this recently, and then I had to stop for I might Barbara Rush. I like her, dude. Barbara Rush. I just saw her in an episode of Outer Limits. That was like a sort of backdoor pilot for a different show, and she was screaming a lot. The American President, Annette Bening, Michael Douglas. I kind of remember that one. If I'm honest, I would rather watch Dave with Kevin Kline. Working Girl, one of my wife's favorite movies. Harrison Ford, Melanie Griffith. Sigourney Weaver. This you could see missing the. So this was a used copy. Oh wow, dude, we got the Please Rewind with the little the little sticker that would go off if you tried to steal the tape. Oh, there's the Video Park barcode. Yeah. Dude, I loved working at that video store. So many good memories. All right, we got one thing left in the box. One thing left. Oh, I got it upside down. Gone with the Wind, 50th anniversary. This was a big one. This was really popular. Oh, hey, man. We got the little booklet where they helpfully try to sell you stuff. That's pretty cool. So these were one of the 2 tape sets. There were a few of those, like 10 Commandments. Is something underneath there? Oh, it's in there, right? Maybe it should go the other way. That's probably the problem. Yeah, that made no difference at all. All right. Yeah, one of the 2 tape sets. 10 Commandments. We got that movie stolen from the video park 2 or 3 times. And one of them was a church. That was an expensive movie, too. Come on, church. Thou shalt not steal. It's right there. It's in the top 10. So there we go. A bevy of videotapes. We're going to probably donate a bunch of these to, I don't know, Goodwill. Well, we actually think we usually do Vietnam veterans. That's who we usually donate to. But some of these are keepers. And always fun to, take a look at this stuff. Dusty, too. These are pretty dusty. So that's something to do. But definitely a few keepers in this one for me. And fun to reminisce about the old video store. We have a videotape that's like a tour of the video store from way back. And I need to digitize it. And when I do, I'll do a video about the video park. The world's largest video store. It had animatronics. It was legitimately awesome and missed and used to beat the hell out of Blockbuster. I can tell you that right now. And so there we go. Hope you enjoyed this little unboxing of old videotapes and some memories of the old video store that I worked at. And hey, maybe there's a few movies in here that have piqued your interest. Go take a look. You can probably find them streaming. Or if you go to Azia Records, you might even find them on videotape. Oh, maybe that's what we should do. I don't know. They got a lot of videotapes there. They might not want any more. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like. Maybe subscribe to the channel where I talk about a lot of old pop culture and maybe some new indie, lesser known pop culture. Maybe share it with a friend. Maybe you got a friend who's a video clerk and some of this will take them back down memory lane. In the meantime, God bless everybody. Please be kind to one another. I got to try to get to my mouse over here so I can stop this thing. And try to have a little bit of fun. And I will see you next time around on Dad's Den of Pop Culture. Bye-bye.